East Coast FM. East Coast FM.
The weekend has landed. All that exists now is clubs and parties. I've got 48 hours off from the world, man. I'm gonna blow steam out of my head like a screaming kettle. Anything could happen tonight, you know? This could be the best night of my life. I've got 73 quid in my back burner. I'm gonna wax the lot, man. The Milky Bars are on me! Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
It's Friday. Oh yes, East Coast FM. It's time for the in-house show. Thank you very much to Colin for the last 2 hours. CC, excellent choices. Well done, mate. When are you back? Doesn't know. He'll be back soon. Back by popular demand. Text the email. Right, it's Friday. It's 5 o'clock. We are live. Your weekend starts now. It's the big one. Kicking on in the house. So it's the big one, as I said. We've got the guests in tonight, kicking on. Kicking on. That's Emma. That's my missus's fault. She said kicking in a couple of weeks ago. And now I can't stop it. The boys are here. Colin's here too. DJ Simi, she's on her way. Just Beth's on her way. And Clooney will be here later tonight, finishing things off between 8 and 9. We have got quite the night planned. Right, but in the meantime, we're going to get set up here. We're going to get the boys organised. We're going to get into the mix. I'm going to give you 25 minutes, and then we're going to have a chat with the Kickin On boys. Welcome back. It's Friday the 17th of May. It's 5:30 here on the east coast of Scotland. Broadcasting live and direct here in Haddington, across the Central Belt and globally, of course. You can listen to us anywhere through the app, or you can ask your smart player to play East Coast FM. It's as simple as that. That's all you've got to do. Here in the studio with me this evening is something I've been talking about for a long time. I'm really glad to have these guys on board and with us this evening, supporting and celebrating this month, in particular, mental health awareness. Such an important subject across the board. Everybody knows about it, everybody should be doing something about it, and everybody should be talking about it for sure. So Kickin On Official, while you're here, while you're listening, get your phone out, pull your phone out, and you pull up Instagram, go to @KickinOn_official, have a wee look, see what the guys are all about, see what they're doing. Mental health peer group, support group, based in Renfrewshire. So here with me is Dave and Scott. How are you doing, guys?
Good. Very well.
Thank you very much for travelling today. You've had a really busy week, haven't you?
Oh, it's been non-stop all week.
You've had umpteen meetings every day this week.
There's been something every single day. There's been something on. And you've been so busy you even missed one today, did you? I've missed one today.
Somebody missed one.
Oh, telling tales.
Grass.
Telling tales, brilliant. Right, so in your own words, just for the listeners, tell them what is Kickin On.
We're a mental health and suicide prevention peer support group. So we, it is what it is. We come together to support each other, using different activities, a range of activities. We're always adding to them. So yeah, that's what we do.
And you're based in Renfrewshire, but you're open to everybody, aren't you?
Yep, anybody's welcome. We are based in Renfrewshire, but we've got people that come from kind of further afield, so we would never turn anyone away, no matter where they're from.
We'll talk about it in a wee minute, but you're now doing groups all over the place as well. You're even down England, and you're all over the shop doing bits and pieces. But we'll get to that in a minute. So, we're going to play a wee tune. You asked me to play a couple of classics for you tonight, so I've selected one for you. I've went for Mario Picotto Lizard. How's that?
Oh, aye.
How's
Lovely.
That ring a bell? I thought you boys would like that. So we're going to play a wee tune, and then we're going to come back and we're going to have another wee chat with the boys in just a second. Mario Picotto, Lizard. It's an absolute classic, as chosen by the Kickin On boys here. Dave and Scott, thanks for that one, lads. The crowd are loving that, I tell you. Text line's buzzing. 07835 90 20 30. If you've got anything to say, Kickin On, we'd love to hear from you. So, Kickin On Mental Health peer group from Renfrewshire in Glasgow, and we're just chatting there about all the services and the facilities that you've got over in your unit there. So what kind of stuff do you get up to on a daily basis?
We've got a gym, we've got a seating area stroke coffee shop where we have our peer support groups, and we've got a music studio, which is a DJ studio, but hopefully we'll add other instruments. And so it's mainly set up for DJing at the moment, but it's a what do you call it? It's a versatile space. So we have our boot camps in there, we have our support groups in there. People go in and use the DJ equipment. So it's a wee kind of. It's a nice wee area for the community to go to if they need support.
Did I see you were doing classes with a DJ? Did I see that at your...
No, we're going to get someone to come in to do work with school kids, right. But at the moment it's going to be a wee while down the line now, but people just go in and use it, just kind of freestyle, just go in and have a shot at them and kind of... Right. So, yeah.
And that's open to the public, that's if you're... That's a great service, isn't it?
Aye. Something a bit different as well. Do you know what I mean?
That's Scott. Scott, tell us a bit more about what you get up to Kickin On.
So I run the groups.
The group peer services.
Yeah, I chair the groups. You know what I mean?
And are they specific? Like, is it maybe alcoholic or is it disabled? Or are they just open groups in general? Just
open groups in general, as long as it's covering mental health.
Yeah.
So we've got folk with depression like myself, guys that maybe been addicted to substances. Folk that are social anxiety, loneliness, anything like that, we'll cover it.
That's amazing. That's brilliant. There's so many social problems out there and affecting people in various different ways, isn't it? And people are not alone, are they? There's a lot of people out there willing to talk about it. So don't be ashamed. As would be my message.
No,
and get in touch with people like yourselves and find out what you can do for yourself to help.
Talking's a great thing. The more you bottle up, the worse it's going to get for yourself. So the more you can talk about it, the better. And it makes life easier. Breaking down the stigma, that's what we're trying to do.
We spoke about this the other day, and I think talking's really important, but being honest is equally as important. Being honest with yourself, because he asks me every day, how are you? It's easy enough to fire a text saying good, even when you're not doing too good, so I think it's important to be kind of open and honest, and every day we're just chipping away at it. There's still a stigma there. People might be afraid to talk for getting laughed at or feeling like they're not strong, which is the complete opposite. It's strong to talk and open up, and in turn it will help someone else that's maybe struggling as well.
It comes with a lot of natural pressure, mental health, doesn't it? You just feel like you're sort
of course it does, especially guys. It's all about looking tough, no getting into things, but guys get sad too, as well as women. Do you know what I mean? We've got to talk. Simple as that.
We've all got feelings, haven't we?
Of course we have.
We're all human. Nobody's perfect.
Folk show it in different ways.
We all go through things.
Of course.
And actually, it's the things that we go through that make us grow, isn't it?
Sometimes what is it they say? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
That's it. You've got to do the hard work.
It's really complex as well. There's so many different facets to it, and people. So Scott's got depression. I've really bad anxiety myself. So it's bad. There's a whole host of different issues. So it's a big. It is a big area to cover, and we've got people that have got loads of different issues that come to us as well. So, but the main thing is with everybody that's come, they might have a different issue, but they're all there to support each other. And that's the main thing. So.
You don't always know what's going on with somebody just by looking at them and meeting them in the street. You know, I get this sometimes because I'm a relatively young person and fit and healthy looking, and people don't realise that maybe my own stress and depression or anxiety has got to me at times, and that has an effect on my physical health, and you know that had a long term effect on me, and people look at me and they don't see that in me because I'm happy and I'm active and I keep going. You know, and people do take it at face value that you're probably alright. He's fine
because you can't see mental health.
Aye.
And that's where that comes from. It's a perception.
That's how it can be so dangerous with like suicide and stuff, because you're not actually, you can put a face on it, you can put makeup on it, you can do whatever to mask it, but you could be in complete turmoil in your head, and it's easier for people to say I'm good when they might not be, because it means they don't need to maybe face up to the issues that they're having. Yep. So that's what we're trying to stop, try to get them to come, talk, open up, and get support.
You shouldn't have to hide for it, eh?
Absolutely not. No.
Not in this day and age.
No, absolutely not.
There's that much out there, that much help.
Yep.
But a big part of it is talking. Stop bottling things up and get it out there.
That's the way to do it. Right, and we're going to play another wee track and we'll come back to you boys. So I think this is another classic. It's a remix. It's Jane's Visite, and it's You Got the Love. It rudely interrupted us there just a wee minute ago. You got a wee taster, but we're going to have the full thing now, and this is going to cheer you up, believe me. It's Friday night, it's East Coast FM, guys. Come on, tell me that's not tune. Jane's Visite, You Got the Love. Got some oomph, that one. That's for the boys here at Kickin On, Dave and Scot. Ray, thanks for your messages. Ray says he's lived with manic depression and anxiety for years, 40 years indeed. Ray, we're just feeling it for you here, man, and so much so that the boys here at Kickin On have said, if you message me personally your address, the boys are going to send you out a hoodie and some goodies. So Ray, thank you very much for sharing us. You're not alone, mate, you know that, and East Coast FM loves you, so keep your chin up, pal, keep your chin up. Thanks for tuning in East Coast FM. Right, Dave and Scott back in the building, you alright, lads?
Good.
How are we enjoying the show so far?
I'm enjoying it better than I thought I would, to be honest. I'm a bit nervous.
Aye, it's a bit. Oof, sweaty palms.
It's a bit outside our box.
Yes.
Listen, this is just one big community here, eh? So we're all just in it together, eh? So it's like, I'm sure that's relaxed you, and that's what's making you feel cool and calm at the moment. So mental health, Kickin On peer group. You can find them on Instagram. Pull it up now. Go and give them some support. They are amazing. They do all kinds of things. Peer groups, charity matches, football. We're going to talk about some of the more unusual things that you've been doing recently besides the fitness classes and the peer groups. So what's been happening? You've been doing some odd wee events.
Yeah, so we host I've done 3 of them so far. It's called Music Box at my mate Campbell's warehouse stroke kitchen factory. We took it outside this year, and that's the third one that we've done. Every one of them sold out, and it's brilliant. It's good. Everybody comes to support Kickin On, but the music and the production, we try to do the best we can with it. So they've been really successful so far. So hopefully that continues.
We've been talking about that recently, like how the sort of our governments, I feel like, and councils, they don't really support clubbing still to this day. The venues are still closing. There's no new venues opening as such, although Room at the Top did reopen last week. We did talk about that briefly off air. And, people are realising that music is important and it is soul food for people, and it does work and it does help them, give them a good time, and it doesn't necessarily bring trouble or crowds like that. And are you finding that as well, that people are more open to using music as a means for helping them with their mental health?
Definitely. Just for an example, one of the guys in our group, he puts a song to everything he's done through his life, and turns that into a positive. So maybe it was a bad thing, he'll put a song in it, and then the song will turn that into a positive, which is a good thing. He's got a list as long as you're there, of all these songs.
That's amazing.
So everything he's done through his life, he's just put a song in it. And that's how he gets through his days.
I'm sure loads of people have had the opposite effect of that, where their song reminds them of a negative time in their life. So that's a really powerful tool if you can use that and flip it for the positive.
Aye, that's probably the most common thing, that you would put a song to something negative. For example, my mum passed away and I still can't listen to a U2 song, so it's just you can get that, but I try to be positive anyway, so music for me is just a hugely positive thing for my own mental health, and I would encourage anybody to get into whatever it is, pick a guitar up or decks, whatever.
Go and see if you're capable of getting the goosebumps.
Yeah, fishing, aye.
That's a big word.
That's for me anyway. No, it does. It's music is, for me, it's life changing. I love it.
So what was the story with it starting this mental health campaign, and how did you decide to pick up the torch? What was the inspiration?
My lifelong friend took his life. He hung himself just a couple of weeks shy of his 30th birthday, and that changed my life, to be honest with you. It's I never had any mental health issues up until that point, and I just didn't know what was going on in my head. So it's changed my life, so turned in something which is a huge negative, losing James, into something positive for others is why we do it, basically. So.
And you've got the tournament coming up for James soon.
Yeah, 22nd of June, so we've got teams from all over Scotland, some coming up for England as well, so it's a 32 team tournament, and this is the 4th year, and every year just keeps getting busier and busier. So it's incredible to see, but it was well loved, and I mean, our town, Linwood, has been badly affected by suicides of young guys, so we're just there to give them the voice and make sure that their memories are kept alive.
That's amazing, man. I love it. It's brilliant. So congratulations to yourself. Hat off, and you guys are just going to smash it. I know you're going to get more and more support from here on out. How can the listeners support Kickin On? How can, if somebody's listening tonight and they're thinking, wow, this is amazing, like,
get onto our socials, share them. The more folk know about it, the better.
And go and buy a t-shirt.
Buy a t-shirt, get the merch, huh?
Share our stuff, and again, this the great thing about social media, could be a cesspit at times, but at the same time, although we're based physically in Linwood, sharing our stuff online, if somebody gets a wee glimpse of something that's maybe helped them, then that's job done. So aye, definitely.
The boys have brought a box of t-shirts down here tonight. Chalice has already got her vest on. She looks amazing. She's at the deck. She's itching to go. She's absolutely choking. She's ready for it. Right, so one last tip for everybody out there. How can we support each other a bit more as human beings and as individuals? How can we look after each other?
I'd go back to saying that, talk, but also be honest, and we always say as well, the therapy for us is in the listening as well. So if somebody's talking, then let them listen, because once they spill it out, then it's going to make them feel a million times better.
You can take just as much away from listening as what you do is talking. Definitely.
There's something in it. There's small wins everywhere, and you've got to find the small wins in this world, because there's a lot of things to get upset about.
Oh, definitely. And if you get that small win, take it and run with it.
Take it, and soon you'll start finding more wins everywhere, don't you? It just grows. So positive manifestation, guys. It's Friday night. It's East Coast FM. We're going to play one more track in just a minute. Is there anybody you guys want to shout out? Family, friends, sponsors, anybody?
Just everybody that's invited us into their workplace or whatever this week as well. So we've had McGill's Buses, CDS, Co-Drilling, John Hunt Power, who are our tournament spot. They sponsor our tournament as well. And everybody that comes to our groups on a weekly basis.
Brilliant. Dave, Scott, thank you very much for coming all the way over here today. I really do appreciate the time, and I hope you have enjoyed yourselves.
Brilliant.
Nicky, cheers, mate. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, boys. Much proud. You've done well. Well done, lads. Right, we're going to have a wee tune from Kanye West. It's Power, it's James Hype and Dots per Inch on the remix.
East Coast FM. East Coast FM.